If you clicked on this video, you probably watched a whole bunch of videos on no contact, and by now you know the technique inside and out. Maybe you are you yourself in your contact and you're looking for some encouragement. In this video I want to share 3 things that I wish I had known when I first got into no contact, and what is, according to me clearly, the real reason for no contact. Now I'm gonna do some marketing influencer shit, So the third reason is the best one, so stay tuned until the end and blah blah blah. And I don't care. Do whatever you wanna do. Internet is a big place. You ended up in this little corner for some obscure reason. Here is what I'm gonna say. This can be described as a user experience review of no contact. I am no coach or anything like that. I'm just a normal person who's trying to tell the truth. So it's pretty much all first-hand experience, and everything is real. Anyway, here we go. This is the first point. No contact is a one-size-fits-all approach. It's kind of a monolithic technique with very few variations. The most extreme form of no contact is radio silence, where you basically disappear from the face of the internet and don't show yourself. No messages, no WhatsApp status, no Instagram pictures, no Facebook likes. You are basically disappear. But be mindful, you are applying in your own life something that comes from outside pretty much as a monolith. And this might have consequences. You are applying what someone else is saying, what someone else told you, and you are applying it in your life at your own peril just because some random guy on the internet told you so. Think about that, please. Point number 2, no contact has a manipulative element to it. You are doing it as a means to an end. You are doing it because you have a goal in mind and because you want to get this person back. Some people suggest to post something every now and then on your social media just to show that you are getting on with your life, showing yourself having fun with friends and stuff, just to show that you are not falling apart, that you are keep going with your normal life. Other people do some real stupid shit, like posting picture of yourself with another man or another woman at a dinner table, maybe showing the drinks or the pizza or whatever the fuck you're having, and you see a hand of a man or a woman casually, air quotes, showing in the picture. By the way, be mindful that can backfire spectacularly. What do you think is going to happen when your ex-significant other is going to see that picture, because you know that you are aiming the picture at her or at him? Do you think she's going to be so mature and emotionally whole to handle this thing in a mature way, or do you think that she's going to go in the end of someone else? What do you think? And by the way, mostly I'm going to tell this story from my point of view, which is that of an heterosexual male, so you can adjust the pronouns according to your situation. So just be aware that this technique of showing someone else's hand in the picture of the dinner, of the drinks, or whatever you're doing can backfire spectacularly. If there is one fast way to send your ex-partner into a rebound relationship, here it is. Post these kind of pictures and see what happens. You think you are acting as a master manipulator, but don't think you are immune from this manipulation. When you do these kind of things, you feel dirty, you feel there is something wrong, and you are not immune to it. You start not trusting yourself anymore. So be very careful with that. Do not assume to be immune from these kind of things. You are what you do. You are the things you do, not the things you say. You are your actions, not your words. And you are not shielded from your actions and from the reality you are living. So don't think you are immune to your own actions and your own words, because it's not like that, and you're going to find out in a really ugly way. A part of you is being manipulated as well, and your core will not be immune to it. Point number 3, and this is the real untold truth about no contact in my opinion. No contact is the breeding ground of rebound relationships. The whole shtick behind no contact is that your significant other, your ex-significant other, is going to have a rebound relationship, is going to get involved with someone else romantically, and then she's going to find out that it's not that easy to build another relationship from scratch, and she's going to run back to you. let's picture this. You fall into science, you stop reaching out even for big events, birthdays, Christmas, maybe a death of someone close to your girlfriend or boyfriend. What do you think is going to happen? Again, do you think your boyfriend or girlfriend is going to react in a mature way? Do you think he or she is so emotionally whole? You probably think so because you put her on a pedestal, but I hate to break it down to you. It's not like that. We are all human beings. We're all capable of doing some terrible shit. And the line between good and evil runs in everyone's heart. So if you think she's not that kind of girl, well, think again, sunshine. Nobody is that kind of guy or that kind of girl until they actually become that kind of girl or that kind of guy. I know this hurts, but I need to tell you this because if you are in no contact, there's a high probability that a rebound relationship is going to happen. And if you think that this is just an impossibility, you're going to be blindsided by it, and it's going to be painful as hell, and it's going to send you straight into hell. You're going to fall apart. You can lose your job. You can lose your relationships, your friendships, and you're going to find yourself alone, and you won't know what to do, and it's not going to be funny. Trust me on that. I know. This is especially true if you're talking about a girl. As you know, girls have a ton of options. There's wonderful. Did you hear that? I hope so. So where I was, yeah. This is especially true if we are talking about a girl. Because let's not kid ourselves. No amount of equality, no amount of purple and blue hair, no amount of rainbow is going to change the harsh reality of biology and of evolutions. It's just like that. Guys hit on girls way more than the other way around. And if you are a man, you just know that. You just know. Unless you are in the top 10% of men. So what should you do then, given all this? Should you avoid no contact altogether and keep crying and begging and praying this kind of goddess to take you back? No. And here we come to the real reason for no contact. Do it for yourself. Sometimes, unfortunately, you have to take a no as an answer. You cannot avoid no contact. You need to go right into it. What I invite you to reflect upon is the real reason of no contact. Don't do it for this person. Do it for yourself. The real reason for no contact is yourself. Is time that you take for yourself, is time that you take to rebuild yourself, to be alone with yourself and to enjoy yourself even. No contact is not to get your ex back. No contact is to get yourself back. Especially after a long relationship, your being is tied up with that of someone else. So you are used to share everything that happens to you with someone else, and now all of a sudden you find yourself alone, and you just don't know how to do that. You have to learn it back again. That's where no contact comes into play. Then whatever happens, happens. Get yourself familiar with the idea that your ex could get into a rebound relationship. And get yourself familiar with the idea that a rebound relationship could happen to you too. But see how far that's gonna get you. Not very far. Sooner or later, you're gonna have to deal with the loss and learn to be by yourself, with yourself. Learn to enjoy a meal alone, learn to enjoy a walk alone, a sunset alone, life alone. I know, right? Yeah, I know that this can be depressing, but the sooner you'll get into it, the quicker you'll get out of it. Stop obsessing over this other person that rejected you. Stop chasing. Stop stalking on the internet or worse in real life. Start observing yourself, start to be curious about yourself. Try to notice what actually relieves you. Usually you're going to feel better when engaged in something meaningful. There are going to be times where the burden is lifted from your shoulders without negative consequences. Try to notice what's happening there. What were you doing? Try to do more of that. And notice I said without negative consequences. I mean, alcohol and other intoxicants. Not good for you, obviously. You heard that? There's a peregrine falcon. Should be right near me in this tree. So in the end, I just want you to be mindful about no contact and its drawbacks. I don't want you to have blind faith in this technique, nor in anyone who's on the internet telling you what to do with your life, because your life is only yours, and so are the choices and the consequences that comes from it. Because I want you to apply the technique wisely and mindfully and consciously. I don't want you to apply it just because some guy told you to do so and told you that it's gonna work pretty much always. I know these words hurt. I know they hurt a lot, trust me. I couldn't even think about it, let alone hearing someone talking about it. But at the same time, I have to tell you the truth. I made this channel because I want to tell the truth on a variety of topics, and this is certainly one of those. And the truth is, this can happen and probably will happen. If you are okay with that, go ahead. If you're not okay with that, get comfortable with the idea and brace yourself, because you are in for a wild ride and for a long ride. The sooner you accept it, the sooner you'll be on the other side of it. Anyway, it's getting dark. You can probably barely see my face anymore. It's not dark yet, but it's getting there. It's time for me to go in the valley below. I hope this video was somewhat useful. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I wish you a good life. Take care, and see you next time. It's nice to be up here with the hawks spreading their wings and flying, screaming from the top of their lungs.